Hi, I'm Lucy Edwards, Director of Client Success at VHT Studios.
I'm Alex Montalenti, co-founder of RealGrader.
And today we have a very fun topic. We're going to talk about the importance of social media and most importantly, the importance of YouTube videos. So Alex, you are an expert in that field and you've been having so many webinars on that topic, YouTube and professional video to come with it.
Yeah, I mean the biggest thing that people don't realize is that Google owns YouTube. So if you don't have a YouTube channel as a real estate agent, you're missing out big time, because Google is now showing YouTube videos right on the top of a search for a real estate agent. And what we've been doing for the past couple of years is building YouTube channels for realtors. We built over 3,600 YouTube channels for real estate agents, influencers, and now we're starting to see the fruits of our labor because agents are getting their videos to show up right on a Google search.
So does it cost anything to create a YouTube video?
No, it doesn't cost anything to have a YouTube channel. It doesn't cost anything to create a YouTube video. You need an amazing video production company to do a professional job like your company. But that's the key, that agents are actually building their own channels, start getting videos made about their properties, about neighborhoods, about themselves, and putting them up on their YouTube channel, because that's what's going to get them exposure.
So how many videos do you need to upload to your YouTube channel in order for you to have traffic and to see the difference?
So I think the most important thing is to start by getting one video, like one welcome introduction video where you say, hey, I'm Alex Montalenti, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this channel, you're going to learn about real estate, the market trends, etc. And then you probably want to have anywhere between 3 to 5 videos, so at least you can fill up what the YouTube channel looks like.
So should you create different channels on YouTube on YouTube itself? Like for example, I have a YouTube channel and then I have a separate channel just for my interviews. I have a separate one for Lunch with Lucy and so on. So what would you recommend?
Do you have separate channels or you separate playlists?
Separate playlists. That's what it is, yes.
So once you start getting enough video where it would warrant having a playlist, then you would start organizing your videos into playlists. And what that's going to do is allow people to watch one video and then it plays right into the next. If you think about music, we all love to have music playlists, right? So one goes into the next, goes into the next. You do the same thing with video. So you could have a properties playlist, you could have a Miami Beach playlist, you could have a reviews playlist, like your client reviews. That's a great thing to be working on too, is client reviews.
Oh yeah, testimonials. So you can have like a whole playlist of testimonials.
Exactly.
That is a great idea. I should put all my testimonials on my separate playlist. And you can have as many playlists as you wish?
Yeah, sure. You can expand those playlists.
Should you be consistent with your branding? Like I'm working right now on my YouTube channel and my playlists, and I have Lunch with Lucy with one type of branding. Then my interviews will have a totally different branding, but the same for every single interview and so on. What would you recommend?
Yeah, I think your branding has to be consistent across the board. YouTube, first of all, is going to have a branded cover image that goes on the top.
Okay.
That image should be your brand, should have your contact information. You can have your social media links from your YouTube channel. You can have a link to your website. You can have your bio. You can put in hashtags, really get it optimized. And then when it comes to your videos, you want to create YouTube thumbnails, cover thumbnails.
Okay.
You can make those in Canva. Canva.com is free. If you go to Canva, search YouTube thumbnails, boom, the thumbnails are right there. We're currently doing that for some clients, uploading their beautiful thumbnails. So when you look at the YouTube channel, it actually has a cohesive brand to it. It doesn't look like a big mess of videos. It actually is very consistent.
Oh, that is very nice. So what you are offering right now to your clients, and a lot of them are our mutual clients, real estate agents, you are offering to create that consistent look and that professional approach, that it is easy for their clients to find exactly what they're doing and how they're promoting themselves, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, most realtors don't even have a YouTube channel set up. They're counting on their brokerage to have a YouTube channel. They're counting on somebody else to have a YouTube channel. But by them having their own, they actually have a place for their stuff, whatever their stuff is, properties, videos, etc. And we not only set up their YouTube channel, we set up everything. Their Google business, so that that's getting found. Their LinkedIn, their Facebook, their Realtor.com, their Zillow, their Homes.com, their Instagram. And the beauty of why video is so important is just one YouTube video can be reused everywhere. You could put it on your Google business. You could put it on your Instagram. You could put it on your Facebook, your LinkedIn, Realtor.com, Zillow, Homes.com. They all have a place for a video. So most realtors that we work with, they don't even have that one video that we can use. We have to leverage the company video or find something. I think it's 2021. Realtors really need to step into video and start owning it.
I think that the initial introduction video should definitely be a professional video.
Absolutely.
Maybe some videos later on when the agent is talking about the experiences or the open house or inviting to an open house or something like that, that can be done with their cell phone. But I think property videos and full motion videos or walkthrough videos should be done professionally, as well as the initial one with the greeting. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we all have cameras on our phone, right? And we can take video all the time. But at the end of the day, you're here today, right? We're doing this interview, but then I'm doing my professional video that I'm going to put out, because a professional video that is an introduction to who I am and who my company is a lot different than me just grabbing my phone and doing a selfie video. Yeah, I can do those and put them out on Facebook. Sure, that's cute.
Yeah.
But when you want it done right and you're going to put it everywhere, you're going to put it on Google, you're going to put it on Realtor.com, on Zillow. Let's do it one time professional, and I think that's where most realtors should start.
And I think, just like you mentioned, the consistency is so important. You have to be consistent in your brand and to be consistent in your professional video, at least for the introduction and for your main directions. It's also very important.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Alex.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So Instacart is very important, Alex, and as a matter of fact, you created one for me a couple years ago, and I've been using it everywhere. And besides the fact that I don't have to even think about carrying regular business cards, which there is no one to give it to anymore, everything's online, but in addition to that, it just looks so impressive and so professional. So every time I send my Instacart to somebody, I get great compliments. Tell me please about it. Why do you think it's important? I can talk about why it's important for me all day, but I would really like to know.
Yeah, I mean, I love your digital card. So your Instacart, your digital business card, is a digital form of a business card. But it's not a picture of your card, right?
Right.
And it's not a V card either. It's something totally interactive where you send this to somebody and they're just wowed. Like they look at it and they go, wow, look at all this information. I can connect to your Instagram. I can connect to your Facebook. I can click on your LinkedIn and connect with you. And you're huge on LinkedIn. I see you out there.
Yeah.
So that's awesome that you can make all these connections. Somebody can press a button, hit add to contacts. All the information gets saved in their phone like shoom, right in there. There's a big menu on here, so I can learn more about Lucy. I can visit your website, learn about photography, videography, staging, visit your amazing YouTube channel. You do those great Lunch with Lucy series.
Thank you.
So it's just a really interactive use of it. And nowadays, I mean, even with COVID, like nobody wants to touch paper, right?
Right.
And you go to the restaurants, they don't even want to hand you a paper menu. You got to use a QR code.
Correct.
So we put the QR code in here. So now somebody can actually just scan your card, scan the QR code, and get your digital business card right there.
No, that is amazing. I think it is very important that we should spread the word and make sure that everyone is aware of that wonderful tool. The other day I was in Chicago and we had an interview. After the interview I said, let me send my information to you. And she was ready to give me her email, my email. All I did, I just clicked on my Instacart and sent it off, and it was like, wow. That was actually one more reason someone wants to do business with me, because I'm professional. I want to be professional and all the way from A to Z, and I think your presence like that is important.
It's so true. I mean, in an instant, you're sending somebody your information in a portfolio, like a beautiful resume. You can even have video on here. We have the videos for you on here. And managers use it because it's going to build their credibility, establish their digital credibility, make them look tech savvy. Real estate agents use it before they go to a listing presentation. It helps them get the listing. We've got reports that people get listings just by sending their digital card. It's a referral tool, so now I can share the card to another person and to another person. And my favorite part is I want to change the whole business card concept. I think we're wasting a lot of paper. We're throwing a lot of paper in the garbage, and it's just not effective anymore. We have cell phones. Let's use digital business cards.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you.
Thank you. And today we are talking about the importance of social media. Alex, you are a guru and your webinars are amazing. You talk about the importance of Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Instagram, in my opinion, is very underestimated by agents and they focus just on Facebook. But what's your opinion on it?
So first of all, Facebook owns Instagram.
Okay.
Right? So why did they buy Instagram? They bought Instagram because it's the fastest growing social media network. What I find is agents have a lot of difficulty getting their Facebook business pages to get a lot of exposure. Getting likes on your Facebook business page is pretty difficult. Getting friends on Facebook, sure, and you max out when you have 5,000 friends. But on Instagram, you can get followers daily, overnight, within an hour. We do this webinar where we show people exactly where to go, and they can go discover people right on their phone that they can connect with on Instagram. And instantly they can have more followers. They can start connecting with their sphere. They can start connecting with other local venues, with local business owners. They can really get their name out there and find connections quickly. And if you think about it, pre-COVID, we used to go to a lot of breakfast networking groups. We go to meet people at a lot of social events and like conferences, and now we don't have that much. So people are forced to go online. So Instagram and Facebook that has gone up 40%. And what's the beautiful thing is that on Facebook, you can go into Facebook groups and start connecting to different groups, right? Could be your local PTA, could be the local karate club, whatever it is that you're into, connect with that group. And then on Instagram, besides connecting with your sphere, you can start looking for local places like Port Washington, Miami Beach, and find different local groups on Instagram and start connecting with those followers, and you'll expand your network overnight.
Oh, that is wonderful. Do you think that, for example, I'm in real estate business. Do you think I should only include real estate professionals and maybe my neighborhood and cafes and restaurants that I enjoy? What's your opinion?
I think a lot of people say, well, I don't want to follow other realtors. They're my competition. I don't want them to know what I'm doing. But I'll tell you one story. I was at a real estate office and an agent just started following other realtors. And she had a deal fall through for a listing. And she was on her Instagram and some other realtor posted a listing. And it was a perfect match for her client. So faster than the MLS, she got wind of this listing, they went under contract and they closed the deal. If she had not followed that other realtor, she would have never got the deal. So I mean, in some cases, Instagram is real-time updates about property. So why not follow other realtors? But don't just stop there, follow local businesses too. And don't just stop there, follow all the people in your sphere. Think about the superintendent of schools, right? If you're trying to connect with that local audience. Think about the karate club, the social club, the JCC, all the different places where people hang out. Let's connect with those people on social media too.
That is true. I didn't think about it that way, but now I will.
Yeah, there you go.
But I'm very close to 1,000. So
That's sweet.
Yeah. So how many followers do you think you should have on Instagram?
So we do a poll when we do our webinars of the agents on the webinar. Hey, how many followers do you have? And most realtors, anywhere between 200 to 500 followers now is the range that we see. You definitely want to be shooting for 10,000 followers.
10,000 followers.
10,000 is where you can actually have stories and you can actually have a swipe up feature that links to a property, links to your website. So you get a lot more engagement that way. And if you just have a few hundred followers, don't expect big results and don't get frustrated either. It just means you don't have enough audience. It's like you're in the forest and you're screaming. Nobody hears you, right? You need to get more and more followers.
So what I did, and actually one of your employees recommended, I had a professional video done inviting everyone to join and to follow me on Instagram, and then I boosted.
There you go.
So that was helpful. Immediately it got me like 300 followers in a couple weeks.
There you go. That's genius. I love it.
So,
who was that? Which employee was that?
That was Gabriel.
That's a genius idea. Gabriel is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is great. Now he's working with me on another project that what I think that I'm going to do with my Instagram, every time I have something important taking place, like for example, lunch with Lucy, I'm going to boost that as well.
Yeah. Going live, boosting, these are great ways to get more exposure.
What about stories, Instagram stories for 15
Absolutely.
seconds?
Absolutely. You got to be doing stories. The thing with the stories is that they expire after 24 hours. So you can either store them into your highlights, which are the circles on the bottom.
Okay.
Or you can just keep feeding, what I call it, feeding the beast. Keep feeding your story so it stays alive.
Oh.
And as long as you put something in there every 24 hours, you're always going to have a live story.
Oh, I understand. So you can have different stories once a day and they will all be alive.
Yeah, the story feature is like documenting your day, right? Like today we're doing this interview, that should go up in your story. Whatever else you're doing, you're going to get lunch today, put that in your story. You know, you're driving today to some other real estate office, put that in your story. Document your day as a realtor, as a professional. People do like to watch reality TV. That's why stories exist. That's why reels exist. YouTube, same kind of deal.
So how many stories a day you should post and how many videos you should post? We're talking Instagram only right now.
So it's not a number of stories, like it's one big story. So you're feeding the story of your life, let's say, with different segments. It could be a 15-second clip here, a 10-second clip here, it could be a photo over there, and all of it strings together to create your story.
Okay.
Right? So there's really no limit. I mean, you could upload 100 different pieces to a story a day. Some people like Grant Cardone or major social media, Ryan Serhan, major social media influencers, they're feeding their stories all day long.
All day long.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time, for sure. You got to figure out what's the best leverage for your time. Like you said, you ask people on a certain network to follow you. Realtors and professionals should be thinking about, where do you have the most audience? If it's LinkedIn, maybe that's where you go to invite people to follow you on Instagram. If it's Facebook, do a video on Facebook inviting people to follow you on Instagram. You have to go where your people are. You know, back in the day, we used to put an ad on a shopping cart in the supermarket because that's where the people were.
Right.
Now the people are on social media. So you just have to find them, connect with them, and invite them.
So what I've been doing lately as well, every time I connect with someone on either LinkedIn or Facebook, I'm saying thank you for connecting, it's great. Follow me on Instagram, and then I put Lucy Edwards VHT and included, and I've been getting connections that way as well.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way to do it. Just got to keep networking. I mean, you know the name of the game. It's networking all day.
Networking, yep, day and night networking.
Exactly.
Well, thank you.
Social media just makes it easier, really.
It is indeed. And yes, it will take a little time or some time, but I think it's worth it.
It's totally
and
worth
I definitely made a lot of very great friends on social media and met very interesting people that led me to meetings and introductions and also growing my business. So it's not just growing my network, it's actually growing my business.
And it's not an overnight success story. So people shouldn't expect to get results overnight with social media. You're actually laying a foundation and building all these relationships, and it's you posting your stories, sharing about you on social media, that people follow you over time. It's like you said when you came in here, oh, I just found out, about your girlfriend. How would you know? Social media. Otherwise, how would you know?
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
It's like that whole relationship actually is getting built without you actually being on the phone building it, which is really a beautiful thing when you think about it.
So would you say it should be mix and match, professional and personal?
Absolutely. I mean, the more authentic and real you can be, that's when it's just going to flow. And I used to be the type of person that I would hide this part of my life, like I like to do meditation. Oh, but I'm not going to tell people I do meditation. And then it's like, oh, I like to do this. I'm not going to tell them I like to do this. Now I just put it all out there and people see the real me, and I think they connect with me now.
I think when I put videos with my grandson, I definitely have more feedback and comments than I have on my videos about floor plans and photography, that's for sure.
Well, that's the thing. We got to combine the real with the professional. I mean, the professional can be boring sometimes, but we want to combine the two, and that creates a nice flow for everybody.
Correct. Well, I would like for everyone to visit my channel, vht.com/learn, and register for my next lunch with Lucy. And actually, Alex, you were my guest, about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. Great success. I still have comments on social media about how wonderful the event was. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Look forward
All
to the next
best.
one.
Yep. Great. Thank you.